Vince Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the single back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wants to throw, it's Morton. Complete to the left. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
They want to flex their muscle. 3 touchdown. The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out. It's Baldwin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Washington. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
To the air, it's Robertson. He wants it all. And he's got it! Touchdown, Baylor!
Touchdown, Baylor. Number 1 with the catch in the end zone.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already there. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Using his feet to buy time. Unleashes one. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Brooks. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Morton. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Fires to the end zone, and it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Quick completion on the out, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. He's there to make the stop. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Reels it in down the left side. And he's running in the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Morton. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Smashes ahead. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This is a design run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
PAT unit on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Morton. Throwing right. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. Oh, floated high, and it's intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on 1st down. And the ball is intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Cameron. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He's looking deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Gives him the big stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first. He lets it fly. Snags it down the right side. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor! He'll try to tack on one more. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for room, it's Brooks. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The running back has it. And more yards after contact. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Fires left. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. They're going back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And listen, if I have a playmaker and running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The offense set for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cameron.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
On the move at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards. Makes the next down even easier.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Brooks. Breaks the tackle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go right back to the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down mark.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Smashes through.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. The aerial assault continues. Had to throw it before he wanted. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Now, late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Bears are threatening in the red zone. They'll throw it on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Got it! And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Robertson. Makes the grab. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Direct snap. He goes airborne, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 35, he's open. Speeding down the left side. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And they add another touchdown late. Listen, this game's over. We all know that. But they're running the football. It's your job defensively to play physical and try to get the stop late and make sure they don't continue to get the end zone.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking.
Welcome to the Magic City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the AAC, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Line gets set. First down. Motion from the offense. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen, the ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Running toward the tape. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UAB. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. First down for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
That didn't bust for a long one. Now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. On 4th down, trying to find his man. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Horned Frogs are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Man, what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Jacobs. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
First and 10.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Black 14! Black 14!
Dropping back, it's Zeno. Gonna let it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. He's got an open man. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Offense in a bunch formation. After the run, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
Trying to barge in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Zeno. Trying to get to him. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. They'll throw it again from their own end zone. Intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Blazers. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He's right on target. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. That is a tough one to take, to get an explosive play like that and have it wiped out by a penalty. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense not showing press coverage. Back to pass, it's Zeno. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he tacked on the extra point. And the Blazers will kick it away to start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside the 15, here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Man, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
No gain on the play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quarterback extends the play. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs are threatening in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU.
TCU.
Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jacobs. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. He's going to pass. Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Zeno. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. From the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Beebe. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Man, it is such a weapon to have running backs that can not only run the football, but can catch it as well. And a nice job there, David, finding the matchup one-on-one with a linebacker, a little angle route to get the first down.
Yeah, and those angle routes are hard to defend because the running back looks like he's going out first. So when I'm a linebacker, I'm like, oh, crap, I got to catch him. And then he breaks in really quickly, and a nice throw to throw it in front of him and get the first down.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Blazers moving quickly to the line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter.
Another first down. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
42, strong. Check. Right 83, switch. Right 83, switch.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, UAB. They move on top here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. After the misfire, now on second down. It's a draw. Fighting off the defender. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Getting late. Pressure building. Huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Going to try to get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes his connection. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll go back to the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game there.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, getting your defense really...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. The Blazers just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Zeno. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go.
Pulls it in on the right. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Going up top on 1st down. He wants to go deep. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You've got to have your quarterback making smart decisions. You can't turn the football over. He's got to get those cobwebs out of his head, start dialing it in.
Tosses it incomplete.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. We need to go for it on 4th down. This offense just has to keep that high energy.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, TCU! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's looking to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had... Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. To the air, it's Hauser. Release to the back. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Commodores trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They're trying to get to it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Back to throw, it's Hauser. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Brings it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Vanderbilt 7, East Carolina 3.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The run from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll try to sneak it. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Looking for an open area to his left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Doors!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is...
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Line gets set, first down. Looking to pass, it's Pavia. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He makes the catch. Still running at the 40. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gets open down the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Pirates will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. To the air, it's Pavia. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. Touchdown, East Carolina. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You just throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Hey, listen.